Hello and welcome to Mother Tongue, the podcast where modern motherhood meets real life. I'm Marianne, founder, podcast host, and mum of three, and I created this space for all the mums who are juggling it all. From toddlers and tantrums to businesses and burnout, we're talking about what it actually takes to build a life, a career, and a family all at once. Here, you'll hear honest, unfiltered conversations with founders, freelancers, experts, and everyday mums about work, wellness, identity, mental health, relationships, and everything we carry that no one talks about. Hit follow, join our community, We Are Mother Tongue, and tune in for real talk that supports the whole you, because modern motherhood is busy and no one should do it all alone.
We are so incredibly excited to welcome Poppy Owen to Mother Tongue. Poppy, how are you?
I'm good. I'm excited for this conversation.
Me too, because I've never met you before.
I know,
and
I feel like I know you already.
Yeah, it's like mum to mum, just having a good old chin wag, which I'm really in the mood for today. I feel like the weekend was a bit of a baptism of fire. We went away on a staycation, which was lovely. But you know, when you spend too much time with your kids and you get a bit touched out and overwhelmed and you're like, I just need some space and some quiet. And you end up trying to like hide on the loo and then they find you and you're like, fucking hell, I just need some time alone.
Yes.
With adult conversations, so I'm actually
Yes.
looking forward to this.
Oh my God, here.
And I've had too much caffeine this morning,
just
so I
already?
feel like I'm going to be like, woo! Anyway, Poppy, before we get into everything today, can you just start by telling everybody a little bit about yourself?
Oh gosh, I feel like...
On the spot.
Where do I even begin with this? Because, I mean, right in this very moment, I'm a content creator based in Dubai, specifically creating content around Dubai, moving to Dubai, living in Dubai, lifestyle, travel, experience, making memories. But for the past 10 years, I've been building businesses. And then I ended that journey with becoming a business mentor for 4 years, moved to Dubai, and then, and over the last 9 months, specifically focusing on content creation.
Love this. And how are you finding that? How are you finding the juggle with the kids and deadlines? And actually, because with content creation, you really have to make a conscious effort to carve out time.
Yeah, you do. I feel like I was born to do this.
I love that.
That's how I feel, right? And I feel very purposeful. My way of contributing to the world in a positive light, like this is my work and this is my life's work, because I actually studied fashion marketing in uni. And my dissertation was all around social media and how it can boost small businesses' sales. My life has been social media, so it makes so much sense for me to document my life and create content, because it's just all I know and what I've always done in all of my businesses, and that's been my driver for the past 10 years. But now I feel like it's super easy because I'm just filming the things that I would naturally do anyway. I'm used to pressure anyway, with like deadlines, briefs, all of that kind of stuff, just with building a business and the back end really. But I do feel like doing business in Dubai and the way we do things in Dubai is very different to something like the UK or, you know, so I think adjusting to that takes a bit of time, but once you get it, it's like, oh, yes, I get it.
I love it. And so you mentioned you've been here for 3.5 years.
Yeah, 3.5 years.
What made you make the move? What was the
Well, I was 7.5 months pregnant with my second child. And previous to that, I was just like my worst version of myself in the UK. I was overweight. I was probably like 4 stone heavier than what I am now. I was miserable. I hate the rain, hate the cold.
too.
Oh my goodness. So I would be like stuck indoors all the time. And I just got in this state of like, I was just miserable all the time. I was just like trying to escape, like going on holidays all the time, because I was like, give me sun, give me vitamin D. So yeah, I was like the worst version of myself. I wasn't really motivated to go outdoors and take the kids outdoors, because the thought of going in muddy puddles and all of that just wasn't for me.
No.
So I kind of felt bad because I had mum guilt, because I had this like 1-year-old, I was pregnant, and I was like, oh, I just feel bad for wanting to stay in all the time. And I feel like there was only one soft play that we'd ever go to, because it was the only one in our area, you know, and the same things all the time, and you're like, oh. So 7.5 months pregnant, my husband, well, my partner at that time, now husband, his best friend had lived in Dubai previously And then he moved back to the UK. He was going back out there to live with his wife and children. And I just turned around to, I don't know if it was the hormones, but I turned around to Ben and I was like, shall we go and see what it's like to live in Dubai for like 6 months? Because at this point, I'd sold my businesses, so I was purely online. Ben had sold his gym that he had. So he was purely online as a professional coach and leadership coach. We were both online. We were like, what are we doing in the UK? Like, we could be anywhere in the world right now.
Yeah.
And like, I was making good money and we were both making good money at that time. We were like, had these savings and we're like, what are we doing? Should we just go and test it out for 6 months? And now I realise you can't do 6 months in Dubai. Like, once you're in, you know? So it's like, so Ben was just like, yeah, fuck it, let's just do it. So that was it. We waited to pop out a second. And as soon as she was out, we're like, right, let's get the ball rolling for the passports.
Yeah.
And then, within like 3-4 months, we moved to Dubai.
Yeah. See, very similar to me, because I used to have dreams about opening the curtains and it be sunny. And obviously that's not a reality in England.
No, never. Although like 2 days of the year that was sunny. It's like, and you'd scramble to get outside because you're like, I don't want to miss this chance to get sun.
But then it's also so hot that you can't sleep at night and you're just sweating. Yeah. I mean, I went back for a wedding last weekend and I was just like, what is this? This is not enjoyable. Get me back to my own house.
It's not built for the sun at all.
Absolutely not. And the whole country just shut down. Like none of the trains were working. I was like, for fuck's sake, just no, I can't. I really can't be dealing with this. And then you mentioned, so when you first moved, what were you doing for that first bit before you went into the content creation, which you said just
I was a business mentor. So after building businesses for so many years to like 6-7 figures and things like that, I was like, I want to move my business online because of the pandemic. Yeah. Everything, you know. And then I was pregnant at the time as well with my first. It was just, non-negotiable for me to move things online. And then I got a grasp of the online world and I was like, this is really good. I can make money from my bed and just in my laptop in my bed. I'm like, I love this. So I loved that. And then I started moving my business online, grew that for a few years. And I was like, I can teach this to people because so many people come to me for advice in terms of business, growing the business. I can teach this. So I did business mentoring. So I was teaching people how to move their business online, grow their sales through social media, strategy, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, we were just working from our laptops.
The dream. See, I feel like I'm going to pick your brains
Please
on all the different things because my issue is that I set up a new business every 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I get it.
And then I'm like, oh gosh, but I don't really know how to do this. So yeah, I mean, here we are. And the narrative of moving to Dubai, obviously, there has been a massive need for that for the last however many years, because I feel like a lot of people are moving at the moment or were moving. How has wartime been for you?
In terms of,
do you still feel like people are looking to move, or do you think there has been a slowdown in the appetite of people coming?
Oh no, people are still like,
love that.
I think right. So here's how I see in the war. Right, the people who left Dubai, they were already going to go at some point. Dubai was never a home for them. They had a lifespan in Dubai and then they were going to go. So it kind of just made them flee sooner than they wanted, right? And then the people who stayed, they're like, well, Dubai's my home. Like, where else am I meant to go? Because if something happened in the UK, where are all these people going to go? Like, would they flee? Like, no, it's because they class it as their home and they'll do it like that's their stability, right? So I feel like, it kind of just...
And the people coming, do you think the people who are coming, do you think they're like still... Because I've had a few questions recently and it still feels like the people who are very serious about coming, they're still coming.
Oh my God, 100%. I feel like So there's two types of people who are moving to Dubai. So the people who have had lifelong plans to move to Dubai are still moving, but because of maybe their partner's work or their work, it's been delayed by the businesses offering the positions to the people who have delayed it slightly because of whatever reason. And then you've got the other people who are like, yeah, fuck it, I'm coming. I don't care what's going on there. I've made a commitment. I'm going, and that's that. So both of those. It's either delayed for a little period and still coming, or they're still coming.
Yeah, I feel like September's gonna. I'm hoping that we have a slowish summer because I feel
think August is gonna be the one, because people want to move in the summer to settle down before then they go into work, schools, all of the things. So they're just all coming over summer, I feel like.
And how did you find that process? Like moving here, making friends, finding schools. I mean, like, you know, we've just met today for the first time, and you feel like a very warm, bubbly, confident person. How did you find that transition of firstly figuring out your feet on like where you're going to send the kids to school and all that kind of stuff, but also like building your community, making friends?
Oh, this is like one of the hardest things I found, because so the process of moving is like I didn't really research anything. I didn't follow any content creators who lived in Dubai or anything. Like I kind of just winged moving over. So I had to like figure it out myself, basically. I think I did watch one person on YouTube, but that was how to like set up a business in Dubai, because that's what we needed to do. But everything else was almost like we're just winging it. And then because I was a business mentor and I worked from home, I was a little hermit for like 2 years of like living in Dubai. Realised that is not the way to do things. And I'm going to be totally honest, when I first moved here, like you'd never know this, but I'm such an introvert.
Me too.
Oh my God, I love my own space. Like I will never go and approach anybody. Like I'll wait for them to come to me. But I'm an extrovert when it comes to my work, right? So for me to make friends is probably like non-existent, especially in the first few years. I kept to people who I already knew in Dubai who'd moved over from the UK, or those who were actively wanting to befriend me and made an effort with me. And it's like, that was in the first couple of years. Now, I can honestly say I've found my people being in the third year of living here in Dubai. And that is from, I've still got the blend of people who myself and my husband know. Okay, that's my comfort blanket. But then also when the kids started going to school, it's the people who we were standing at the gates with every single day, twice a day. So whenever somebody says like, oh, how do you make friends in Dubai and things, like, A, I'm probably not the best person to ask, but B, go somewhere where is so familiar, where you go every single day, and it could be the gym. So where are you going daily? Is it your coffee shop? Is it the school drop-offs? Is it somewhere like, go to the same places? You'll see familiar faces every single day. Naturally, one of you is going to strike up a hi, like ask questions, and then the more frequency you have with those people, naturally you're going to be like, right, I found somebody who's likes the same things as me, you know, in the same place at the same time. Makes sense, right? Because like even just the thought of going to a networking event for me,
don't
makes me want to shrivel. Like, oh God, the awkwardness of like, I think
mingling.
It's because, oh no, I can't. I just hate small talk.
Me too.
Like,
I can't do it.
No, I refuse. So I'm like, right, I'll step in my comfort, but just go about my day and like be in my own routine and find the people who have a similar routine, if that makes sense.
Yeah. What about, obviously you're a content creator, and there is a big network of kind of the influencers in this region. Have you made any influencer mates?
No. I tell you why. I really don't like the term influencer.
Me too, I hate it.
It makes me want to. Well, I think, do you know what it is? It's because influencers get a bad rep, right? They're like pretentious, and they're like, you know, and people see like influencers in such a bad light. Plus, I always find that like there's the distinction between an influencer and a content creator. An influencer will be so aesthetically pleasing. Like their grid, their outfits, their makeup's on point. They pose for the photos and they want to get the shot. Now, I was that person in my 20s before kids. I was like, get me the shot. Like, I want to showcase this on my Instagram. Love this.
I want to look good.
Yeah, and I was in the beauty industry, right? So for me,
makes sense.
Everything was about how I looked. So of course I was that person in my 20s. But with content creation, I always find that, like, I create content in Dubai to convert to sales. Like, that is how I have set up my content. I do face to camera. I show personality in there. Whereas with influencers, it's mainly like static, aesthetic, like beautiful imagery.
Yeah, sure.
And it's all about, kind of alignment with the image as a whole. So if somebody calls me an influencer, I'm like, oh, like, that's just not me. Whereas content creation, I'm like, I will give you the good, the bad and the ugly. My personality will come through. Like, I'll tell you the honest truth. Like, and I feel like you create content in a certain light. I did have one really bad experience, and I think it's just like put me off even going to events, is that like when I started creating content in Dubai, I got invited to this event. And I was getting out of the car and I seen this other, I'm going to say influencer because I know that she's an influencer now. And she's getting out with her kids and stuff. And I was like, hi, like, are you here for the event? Like, you know, trying to make conversation. And I don't do that, okay? I was like, I'm going to put myself out there. Put myself out there. Be nice. And it's like, I never do that. I never, like, go out of my way to, like... So I was like, no, Poppy, make an effort. This is like your first event. Like, go. So I was like, hi, you okay? Yeah, I'm good to the event, yeah. And I was like trying to make conversation. And she just one-word answers to me. And I was like, oh, I can't. I just tried for 5-10 minutes and I was like, I can't do this.
Oh my God, well done for going.
Thanks, I'm so proud of myself. Yeah. And then I didn't have a clue who she was, though. This is the thing. I didn't know who she was, how many followers she had, whatever. I just thought, she's here for an event. I'm there too. I'm here. Cool. Anyway, found her on Instagram after the event. Oh yeah, she's got like 400,000 followers and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. So it kind of made me think like, oh no, like you fit.
Yeah, the mould. And it's so
and I didn't want to believe that.
No.
But that's just one experience. Like anyone who creates content, and like I'll see in like some things that we get, like we've all been invited to or whatever, and it's so nice to see like familiar faces, of course, sure. And like, hi, and like, and even someone said to me, was like, I can tell you're a content creator. And I was like, I love that, because I was more like
real
and my personality comes out, and so there's a bit of a difference between the two.
But so you mentioned there obviously that you're a kind of introvert, extrovert, which, by the way, I mean, me too. Like, I love my own space. I love an early night. I love not talking to people. I get very overstimulated by touch and sound, everything, like very, very easily. But you come across extremely confident. Is this a muscle that you've had to grow over time? Because obviously, I remember the first time I did voice to camera, face to camera, whatever you want to call it. I was like, this feels so unnatural and it is giving me the ick. I was like, I want to vomit in my own mouth, but I know that I need to work this muscle and build this confidence. Is this something that you've always found quite easy, like the confidence aspect, or is it something that you've built over time? I mean, I think motherhood also changes everything.
Yeah, for sure. And I think like with confidence, it's not something that you can learn, I don't think. Like, you can't learn to be confident, right? But it's all about, I've built over time. So from the age of 3 to 18, I was a dancer, danced on stages.
Oh, wow. And that with that comes a real level of confidence.
Yeah, and I think like I got amazing opportunities to like dance in like Paris and Royal Albert Hall in London and things like that. And I think like being put on a stage and having to perform, you have to... It's a lot of discipline. It's a lot of like exposure to audiences in a sense. So I feel like I've got my mum to thank for that, because she kind of put me in that. But I think with like face to camera things like social media, talking to the camera, I've always done that since I was the age of like 22, 23. Like I was, so my background is beauty. I was a makeup artist and then I became a makeup educator. And I used to go live on Facebook back in the day. And I used to just do like hour-long lives and get like Ben, my husband, like to sit in and I'll do his makeup and I'll do a performance basically. And it got so many views and things like that. And I think like, it's something that you do have to build up over time, but I think confidence is knowing exactly what you want and what you're contributing to. That's where it comes from. Because when you don't know, if you don't have a vision, if you don't know where you're heading, if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to be confident. Because you're just trying to suss things out. You're going into the unknown. You're like flapping around, like, what am I doing? So I just boiled down confidence to knowing exactly who you are, what you want, what your vision is. Because anybody who has those things, they'll do the thing anyway. They'll do it scared. They'll do it like regardless of any external factors. And a lot of confidence stems from like the thought of what people are going to say or do or think of you. And what happens with that is that you're basing your own confidence on somebody else. So like validation from somebody else, approval from someone else, confirmation from someone else. Then you're saying, oh, well, I'll be confident when so-and-so likes my content.
Yeah.
When I get this many views, like, you're waiting for external validation to feel confident.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like, I'm going to do it the other way.
Yeah, which is smart and needed.
Yeah.
But and I do think a certain element of that comes with time and age.
Yes.
I think I mean, as I mentioned before we went on air, since having kids, I feel like I've had multiple mental breakdowns for various different reasons. I've had a lot of therapy.
Yeah.
I've really had to dig deep and figure out what has made me the way I am and why I've acted the way I've acted for such a long time. And now I think it's exactly that, like understanding myself better, understanding what it is that I want from life, where I want to be. I don't get the imposter syndrome that I used to get, and therefore turning up and being confident in the things that I'm doing on the day-to-day has become so much easier.
Yeah.
But I do think motherhood changes all of that. I do think you shed a layer of something when you become a mum. I think you just give less of a shit, really.
And you drop the self-obsession.
Yeah, yes.
It's not about you anymore.
No.
It's like you're literally back of the pile for a while.
Oh.
And that's a reality, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, although you don't want that to happen, it happens. So it's not just about you anymore.
No. And actually, that's a very good point, because that's exactly what happens. The self-obsession goes, but then we do as women, and I've got better at it. It's not that I don't do it anymore, but I have got better at not putting myself at the bottom of the pile. But we do it so often. And it's things like, I was thinking about this the other day. I am, as you are, as a parent, you're obsessed about your kids' well-being and what they're doing, and making sure that they've got enough pajamas or the pants fit and all that kind of stuff. I promise you now, if you go to my underwear drawer, I went in the other day and I was like, this is repulsive. The amount of skanky underwear that I've got that's like 5 years old.
And grey. They're not white anymore. They're grey.
They don't fit. They're sagging. They've lost all their elasticity. The same with my bras.
Yeah.
I'm literally like, oh my God. I am like mortified. I mean, my poor husband, he must look at me and be like, what the f*** are you wearing?
I'm sure I had like nursing bras in my drawer, like only up until like last year. Now my oldest is nearly 6, okay? That's how long they've been there. But it's almost like sentimental. I don't want to get rid of them, but they're comfy. They're comfy,
They are?
but they're not useful anymore.
No.
They're really not. And
No.
it's like, we need to upgrade. We need to upgrade our underwear.
But we do.
And we've got a brand new body now.
Yeah, well, exactly. And I think it's taken me a really long time to accept that. And I've been on a real journey with weight loss.
Yeah.
Up and down, up and down. Every pregnancy I gained 30 kilos. I then had to lose the weight, and actually in between my first two, I didn't really lose the weight.
Because you just think, like, what's the point?
Exactly. I'm going to be fat again soon.
Yeah. I was like, oh, there's no point.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Just keep going. But yeah, and actually I read an interesting stat the other day that 80% of women have underwear, or bras especially, that don't fit them in their drawers.
Yeah.
And I think I'm that person.
100%.
I actually live in those almost, not t-shirt bras, but not under-wide bras anymore. But I did actually discover the other day that at M&S, in all the stores here, they have a free bra fit service.
Oh my God, like I need to run there.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, like over the years I've just winged it in terms of my size. Because actually when I stopped having children, too, I was like, right, now is the time I'm going to get a boob job.
Oh, because I've had one.
Because I needed a lift and implants.
Me too.
Yeah? So I had all the things, yeah. And then, so I went from like these saggy boobs that I could fold in half, okay, to nice boobs, which then I was like, oh my God, I don't even know what my size is. And then it's like how the under bit of the bra like sits on my scars and stuff is so different. So then I had to like, oh my God, I literally need to have a full-on fitted service. But honestly, like M&S is probably the only place in Dubai that I'll go for underwear.
Yeah.
Because the quality's so good on it.
Yeah.
And it's soft and it doesn't dig in for me and it's like seamless. I love it. It's just so soft. It's
yeah,
nice.
well, actually, they've just launched their new body collection, and there's part of the new body collection. There's a range called Flexi Fit, and seamless as well. And I am obsessed. Again, when I live in gym clothes and just having seamless pants, I actually find them so comfortable because I can't really wear thongs.
Yeah.
Especially post hemorrhoid surgery, which I mentioned earlier.
Love you.
Yeah. But honestly, I'm so impressed with this new collection. And then they also have a range that helps in the climate. So it's like it's almost like temperature controlled. So it helps you keep your body temperature neutral and
especially in this weather.
I know, especially at the moment.
I'm changing my bras like 3 times a day at the moment because I get so sweaty in this weather. But that's amazing that they could do that.
What is bumming me out at the moment in Dubai is the heat. Obviously, the heat is the heat. We can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
But you go outside and it's 100 degrees, and you go inside and it's like -5. I'm like, people, turn the AC off.
Yeah. Just make up your mind. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
But no, I definitely need to get one of those because, that sounds
let's go shopping together.
Yes,
let's go and raid the new body collection.
Yeah. Get me 10 of them now.
Yes, honestly, this is what I need. I do need to just go home and go through my underwear drawer and actually just bin it. But as you said, it is a comfort thing, and confidence thing as well. Like I do go into the drawer and I'm like, I know these are going to be comfy today, and I've got a busy day and I want to wear something that's comfy. But
do you know how I like to see it? Because I literally emptied my wardrobe yesterday in bin bags.
Well done.
I know. Do you know what I think of it though? It's shredding my old identity.
Yeah.
And I'm just in this upgrade season.
I love
so
this.
I feel like you have to get rid of things that look miserable, for one. Don't really give you any excitement, you know. It's what was that woman called? Marie. Oh
yeah,
what's her name?
Marie Kondo or something.
That's the one. It's
something like
does
that.
It bring you joy?
Yeah.
No, it does not.
No,
it's a reminder of my past.
Yes, ditch it. See, I love that, and I think you're staying here for the majority of the summer, aren't you?
Yeah.
So what I'm really looking forward to this summer, hopefully if we get a little bit of downtime at some point, is just this whole idea of the summer reset.
Yeah.
I had someone come in the other day to help with like home organization, like advise on all of that. Because I want to reorganize everything, get rid of the crap, sell or give away, donate everything, kind of come back to basis, do little jobs that I've put off all year.
Always at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah. Even like today, this afternoon, me and the kids are going to paint the playroom.
Oh, cute.
I thought it needed a bit of colour, so we're gonna paint and just things like that.
I think it's you put it to the back of the pile because it's about the capacity that you have in your brain to dedicate to that, and especially with work's busy, family life's busy, like that takes up a lot capacity, doesn't it?
A lot. And I mean, bringing it back to confidence, just you mentioned there that obviously when you become a mum, you kind of put yourself at the bottom of the pile. How are you with the mum guilt piece, and do you feel confident doing things for yourself now and not feeling guilty about the kids?
Yeah, so I think like a big thing for me is I'm a bit of a control. Well, not I say bit, I am a control freak. I think like growing. This is a lot. I've done so much self-development work, so I'm very aware of
which is
like,
great.
My mum was like a single mum. She worked 3 jobs just to provide, but that meant I was in childcare for my whole childhood, basically. And when we had an online business, or when I fell pregnant, I was like, I actually want to see my kid. Like, so I need to make this work. Like, how could I do that? Having an online business allowed me to do that. But then that also taught me like, it can't really trust people to look after my children. This is the voice that was in my head. So also I had to balance it all. I had to run my business. I had to look after my children. I didn't put my first one in nursery until she was like 18 months old or something. Because I was like, oh no, like, and then it's been a whole process. So, and because they were so young, I was like, nobody can look after them like I can. This is the voice that I was telling myself. And then it got to when they were about 4 and 2, maybe. And I was like, I am not only holding myself back, but I'm holding the children back from learning, being okay around other people, looking after them. I needed to work, so I needed childcare to be taken care of, all of these things. And so it's taken me a while, but now I'm like, now that they're older, so they're nearly 6, nearly 4, they're very self-sufficient. This is the thing. I've brought them up to get their own drink, get their own snack. You don't need me for anything, because whilst I'm there on the laptop, like, no, you go and sort yourself out. So I've kind of like taught them to be very self-efficient. So they're very independent, which I love. Now that they're in school, they absolutely love it, thrive on routine, love it. So now I'm more like giving in terms of, yeah, you can go to the summer camp, or you can. So I feel like now is my time. It's my time to focus on my business, do the work that I want to do. They actually probably prefer being in somewhere like a summer camp than sitting at home watching me work and trying to fend for themselves, really. Yeah. So I just think it's a good thing for them.
Absolutely. And there's a few things I want to pick up on then. I think, especially in Dubai, because help is so readily available, kids do lose the value of independence. And I think I'm so aware of them being able to do stuff for themselves. I think it is so important, because I was similar to you in the sense that both my parents, they worked for themselves and they were unavailable for a lot of my childhood. You know, I was very, very aware that they weren't at every sports match. They didn't come to every presentation I did or play. And do you know what? No fault to them. That was their choice, and I had a wonderful childhood.
Yeah, they were doing their best at that time, right?
They were doing their best, and they've done incredibly well. They wanted to build a big, successful business. They've done that.
Amazing.
Like, hats off to them.
Yeah.
But it almost made me go the other way, that I'm too overbearing with my children because I'm so aware that I have to be available for all things. Yeah. And it's almost, sometimes I do get a bit resentful, because I do want to be there and I want to be present, but also at the same time, I'm ambitious. I want to work. I want to build something that leaves a mark somewhere, and show my kids that, you know, hard work is important. Building something that has meaning is important.
And on top of that, it's like being a wife or a partner, like being a good friend, being and all the things, and you have to like balance it all.
Absolutely. And actually them being able to rely on other people for things, or rely on each other, or rely on themselves, is a fundamental life skill that they need.
Absolutely.
And my mum always said, I think the one thing that we gave you that we're really proud of is that you're both very independent. me and my brother.
Yeah, nice.
And it's true, we are.
Yeah.
I mean, I moved here when I was very young and have always seen myself as very independent. I don't really rely on my husband for anything, you know, financially
I'm
or
literally the same.
yeah. But
I'm the same person.
I'm quite adamant about it. I don't. You know, we've had this whole money conversation a lot recently with lots of people, and it blows my mind and also boils my blood that, you know, women in marriages, they don't have an insight into their finances, their bank accounts, what their husband's bringing in. They might have a bit of a side hustle, or they might just be a stay-at-home mum.
Yeah.
But they don't have any control over their finances. And I'm like, if hopefully never happens, your husband turns around and has an affair and walks away from you one day,
What's going to happen?
you will have no clue of anything.
No.
And it's not fair on you.
No.
And I'm not saying you should be wired like me, because I feel like sometimes I'm a bit too much the other way.
I am the other way. I feel like I've got all the control of the finances.
We have separate.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah.
I mean, he has his own investments. We own our house together, but he has his own investments. His own income comes in. He does what he wants
I
with
think
it.
it serves both sides. It's
Yeah.
like the masculine for him in terms of controlling that, and the control for you as a woman, and having that flexibility and like certainty that you're both good. Like, yeah, 100%.
And again, with that comes, you know, I think what I am very lucky as is my husband is an equal player in our parenting relationship.
Yeah, nice.
And I feel like that's not always the case again here. And I think kids need to have a solid relationship with mum and dad.
Well, you're
needs
going to
two
end up
parents.
with daddy issues, aren't you? Like I did. So it's like, but I'm healing that because I had an absent father. I'm healing that watching my husband with the kids.
So lovely.
Because we're very 50-50. I'm always has been. That was the pact. It was
Yeah.
like, if we're going to be parents,
Yeah.
we're going in 50-50. Like, always been certain on that. So I'm healing my daddy issues through my husband.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, but it's great though.
Yeah.
And it's so, I think the self-awareness piece is so incredibly important.
Yeah.
Especially when we're at this age.
Yeah, 100%.
I just think to move into the next phase of life, we've got to work through that, because otherwise, I think the generations before us genuinely just did not talk about anything and pushed it all down.
And even now, it's like they're not willing to change that. So, like,
No.
you know, like my parents, my grandparents, there is absolutely no change happening or willingness to be open to any other suggestions.
No.
Which is why, like, with my husband and I, we were like, we are going to be the change. We are the change for our family line. This is how we're doing things. Which is partly why we moved to Dubai, is like, so we can get away from like stale ways of doing things.
Yeah, and the comments that come with that.
Yeah.
I mean, rightly or wrongly, it will be really interesting to see how our children's generation turn out, because I think we are parenting in a very, very different way.
Yes.
Some good, some bad. I do think, especially here, I don't know about other parts of the world, but especially here, and I say this about myself, is I feel like I can be quite overbearing and too involved sometimes. And also my kids don't know how to be bored.
No, same.
Which is a problem.
A very big problem, which is what I experienced yesterday, which is why I've probably got 10 more grey hairs today.
Yeah, but it's a thing. And I think it's incredibly important for kids to learn how to be bored.
Yeah.
And to do the mundane. You know, come on that M&S shopping trip with me to get the food and whatnot. I don't care if you're bored.
Yeah,
We've got to do this. Food doesn't just appear in the fridge. And, you know, I for such a long time was so conscious of them being stimulated, entertained, burning off energy, all this kind of stuff that I thought they needed. And actually, they need to learn how to be bored and make their own fun.
Yeah.
And do their
Be
own
creative.
thing. Yeah, exactly. And we normally travel for the summer, and the last couple of summers, like last summer especially, because we had a small baby, we went back to England. No one had met the baby, so we did the big tour. And I didn't have any help. My husband worked for a lot of it, so it was just me and the kids. And whilst it was really hard, and I didn't enjoy it, because I can hand on heart say that full-time parenting is not for me.
It's not for me.
I'm not
either.
very good.
I'm with you.
Yeah. I'm good at short bursts, can be present, I can enjoy it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I'm tapping out.
Tapping
Just
out.
Need a little bit of time.
Yes.
But one good thing that always comes out of those trips is by the end of it, the kids don't rely on me as much and they make their own fun out of a stick or a plastic cup.
Or a cardboard box.
Or they build dens continually. Yes, they might make a mess, but I'm just like, this is so important.
So important. I highly agree.
And then for the confidence in little ones, especially girls, because you've got a little girl, haven't you?
2 girls.
You've got 2 girls, okay. Yeah. I feel like, yes, you are born a certain way for sure, but I think building confidence, especially in girls, is very important. So as a parent, how are you going about doing that?
Okay, so my 2 kids will like be kids in terms of like they'll do dancing and they'll singing. Something that I will do to contribute their confidence is join in with them.
Okay.
Because back in the day, parents were like, "Oh, stop it! Like, stop messing around."
Yeah.
Like they'll parents will shut kids down because they're singing really loud or they're dancing and they're twirling everywhere. They're like, "Oh, stop it now!" Like, I will enhance it. I was like, "Yeah, I'm joining in on that dancing. Give me the microphone." Like, I'm encouraging them to be bold, to perform, to have fun, and I feel like I am reliving my childhood through the kids. I will go on the slide. I will go in the ball pit, and my husband will as well. So we'll encourage play and creativity, and if you want to wear green socks and a purple top, and you go for it then. Yeah. Like, I'll encourage things because they're just expressing who they are and enhancing it instead of like lowering it, pushing it down. Don't do that. And then I just feel like my kids are so extrovert, and I think that is probably partly the reason why they are the way they are, because I've always encouraged them to do that. Go on stage, go and sing, go up there and sing with that person. Like, I'll always encourage them, because that's just how you create confidence kids, isn't it?
I agree with that. I mean, we have boy, girl, boy. And my eldest, again, probably because with my first, I mean, having my first was like someone hit me over the head with a bat, because I genuinely thought, this was pre-mother tongue, I owned a PR agency at the time, and I genuinely thought he would come along and he would just basically fit into my life.
Right.
I was fully not aware that my life would entirely change. And the control aspect really came in, and I was so overbearing and so controlling, and the whole thing was bad. He was basically on me. Yeah. And as a result, he is more like my husband as well. He's more cautious, he's more observant, but confidence he struggles with. Yeah. And I really try, as you mentioned, to, if we're sitting at a table for dinner and he wants an apple juice, I'm like, okay, go and ask for an apple juice. And little things like that. Yeah. But there is an extremely fine line with putting him off entirely and making him more terrified versus enhancing the confidence. And this summer, I really want to try and get him more, because he loves dancing, he loves singing, he loves all of that kind of stuff. And in places where he feels confident, he does it a lot. But I want to send him to camps that are more, not performing arts, but you know what I mean? To really try and enhance the confidence.
Well, they just mirror you as well, don't they? So, like, they watch you in certain situations and they mirror it. So, like, sometimes I try and, like, act out a conversation. So I'm like, so if they see a little girl, like, for example, we went to Jungle Bay Water Park the other day, and there was a girl doing gymnastics basically in the water. Now, my kids are obsessed with gymnastics, and they were like in awe of this girl, like doing all the gymnastics things. And I was like, why don't you go and ask her to be your friend? And I was like, try and act out the conversation, like, you're going to go up to her and be like, hi, do you want to be my friend? Should we play gymnastics together? And if she says, yeah, okay, then you can go off and go and play. Or if she says, no, not right now, then this is what you can do. And like, try and act out the conversation first, so that they can mirror how it's going to go. So a lot of like people don't naturally go into situations because they don't know the outcome, whereas kids just they're just like sponges, right? So they'll just mirror everything that you are doing, and they know what's going to happen. And I think they like the certainty of knowing what's going to happen as well. So that's what I try and do with them as well.
It's a great tip. It's a great tip because my middle she's so overconfident with everything.
Yeah.
But then I always feel like because my eldest is less confident, I put so much more effort and emphasis into him that middle child, bless the middle child. But those second ones are wild, aren't they?
Second one on another level.
I feel like we need to get the kids together.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Leave them to it.
Yeah. Like take them to a soft play.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. See you in an hour.
Yeah, exactly. But they've just started getting into that. Like we went away this weekend and they enjoyed kids club and things like that, which is a whole new phase of life.
I love it.
We've just got to wait for the 18-month-old to turn 4 and then we'll be in.
I know.
We'll be in.
I'm waiting for this last month for my youngest to turn 4 because it's when they're 4, that's when they can go to clubs on their own.
And you can leave.
Can leave. See you later.
I love my
1
kids,
month down.
but I don't want to go to kids club. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I feel you.
So, Poppy, you mentioned you're here all summer. How are you going to be spending the summer? What's on the agenda? What are the plans? Apart from going to M&S to go and try the new body collection.
God. I just know I'm going to go there and I'll come out an hour later. I'm going to fill up my basket.
I genuinely think we should get this a date in the diary and go together.
Absolutely. Can't
we'll let you all know, guys, how we get on.
I'll give you a haul.
Yeah.
So for me, anything water related.
Yeah.
Water parks, swimming, whatever. That's going to be a thing. Second of all, I'm trying to organise a trip to the Maldives because I've never been. It's on my bucket list. I tell you, I'm 34, right? It's been on my goals list for 34 years since I came out the womb. I want to go to the Maldives. So trying to make that happen in a couple of weeks' time. Just need to organise diaries and stuff. So I'm so excited for that because I'm a big vision board girl. It's on my phone. Screensaver,
Love
everything. And I'm trying to tick them off the list. So got that. So anything that will entertain the children really. So anything water related. Oh God.
How are we feeling about soft play summer?
I mean we've got to do what we've got to do to save our sanity.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm all for it if it burns off some energy for a couple of hours, but I can't be spending 5 days a week in there.
No, not 5 days.
Might throw in some camps.
Yeah, we're doing camps.
Might do that. But yeah, I mean, lucky for me, my content does involve the children.
Yeah.
So they can just come to work with me. And we could just have fun over the summer, really. But I think it's prime time as well, because a lot of people are looking for, what are we going to be able to do in Dubai? And I can create that content.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I agree with that. And I mean, we haven't done soft plays really until this last month for a really long time.
Yeah, you got to save it.
Yeah,
for the summer
and
months.
I'm excited for them to see new places, to see new places I haven't seen for a while. And with the big two, we're at that age where I can be like, you go, I'm going to sit here and work. If you need me, I'm here, but go have fun. Yeah. So I think they're quite looking forward to that. And another fun thing that we're actually going to do this summer, which was my 5-year-old's idea, is we're going to do a dining round the world. But obviously we're not going to go around the world. Saying that though, my 5-year-old did ask when I said on the last day of term, for ages he was like, I want to go to McDonald's on the last day of term, because we never really go.
No.
I'm allergic to gluten, so
they're not easily available in Dubai. Whereas in the UK there's one on every corner.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But they're not.
No, they're not as much.
No. Which is a good thing.
But he wanted to do that, and I'd earmarked it. And I'd said to him on the last day of term, I was like, guess where we're going for lunch today? And he went, Japan. I was like, no.
The one that you told me you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, obviously we're not getting on a plane now to go to Japan, but maybe one day. But yes, so we took them for Mexican a couple of weeks ago, and Rafa was like, I love tacos. I was like, great.
And it encourages them to try different cuisines, right?
Exactly. So we're going to he picked the countries. Okay. We're going to do Filipino, South Korea, Thailand, Canada.
Nice.
Japan, obviously.
Yeah.
Peru.
Oh, wow.
And I can't remember the rest, but yeah, I'm excited.
So cool. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, so we're just going to try loads of different cuisines, and they can try loads of different cuisine. Vietnamese, that's another one.
Well, you're basically doing a little tour, aren't you? Because I think that's what you need to do in Dubai summers. You need a tour of some kind. So we're doing a Privily tour.
I love that.
Because I just think let's make it a series of some kind, and and then the kids will look forward to the next thing, and then and it gives your mind a rest of having to think about what to do as well.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, you know.
I agree.
You know what to do.
I agree. And then any summer reset plans for you?
Summer reset.
Like anything, any projects you're going to be working on, any home admin tasks?
God. No, I feel like we just need to declutter everything,
Yeah,
to be honest.
me too. I've got a lot of Christmas crap I probably should get out and go through, but maybe I'll leave that till November. It actually terrifies me. I've gone a bit Christmas crazy over the last few years.
you?
And it wasn't until I had to buy a shed to put the Christmas stuff in. And I went into it the other day and I was like, this is outrageous behaviour.
Yeah.
You've got to chill out.
Yeah.
I do the door, the stairs. I had 2 trees,
everything.
garden tree as well.
I mean, it does last a long time, to be fair, like a whole 6 weeks of Christmas stuff.
So we put ours up on the 1st of November, but
I
I'm that
mean-
woman. It's like, Halloween, you're
You are
over,
that.
out. Christmas tree, woo! Yeah, no, it's a bit weird. I've got to calm down.
No, I love it. Love
Gotta
that
calm
for you.
down. Anyway, I'm going to run us into our quick fire
Okay, go for
round now before we wrap up. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. What is one product you swear by?
Oh, God. In terms of...
Anything?
the paw pads from Medicube.
Ooh, are they the blue ones?
Yeah.
Coffee or matcha?
Coffee.
What is one habit that helps you feel more organised or grounded?
So I do like a meditation every morning.
Oh, go yeah.
Like, or a visualization or law of assumption. I do that. Do you know what that is?
No, tell me.
It's like, of course I'm going to get the biggest brand deal in Dubai. Of course I am. So it's like you're telling yourself for a good 20 minutes all these things that are obviously going to happen. So it's like you program your mind every single morning to be a certain way.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
And how do you...
I write a list on my notes.
Okay.
All the things that I desire, my goals, what's going to happen for me, my future self. And I just say it out loud for 20 minutes straight, constant. Programs you.
I'm going to
I couldn't be without it now because, yeah.
Oh my God, this is brilliant. Favourite AI tool or app, and how does it help you?
Oh, AI.
I know, very new space for us all, isn't it?
No, to be fair, like, because I used to have a marketing agency, I used to do a lot of like AI videos and stuff.
Yeah.
That was quite cool. So,
Do you
I
help
don't know,
it-
but you know what? ChatGPT is just the one, isn't it? It just helps with everyday life.
I have ChatGPT and Claude at the moment. I've got both on the go.
Yeah, you got it.
And I'm trying as hard as I can to learn more. I'm just not prioritising the learning part.
Yeah.
I get so caught up in just emails and like the daily grind of stuff, which
Yeah.
I really need to stop doing.
But I think a lot of people should be using AI or like learn how to use it properly. Because back when I was 12 years old, I taught myself how to code. So I created websites and all that kind of stuff when I was 12. Being a great skill to have over the years, like especially in my marketing agency and stuff, because I just think like it's just helped so much. So if you can learn how anything AI based now, it's going to help you, even the kids and the future selves. Like it's going to help because that's just the way the world's going, isn't it?
It's so true.
So yeah, ChatGPT is one.
One business or motherhood hack that you couldn't live without.
One business or motherhood hack. Business hack. Motherhood hack is just you have to put something in the diary for yourself.
Yeah.
It has to be in the diary though. You can't just say it. We're like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to the gym every morning, or oh, I'm going to go to the spa. I'm going to do something for me. It has to be in the diary,
Agreed.
or it's not happening.
No, agreed.
And you have to share your diary with your husband or your partner or whatever because they need to know that that's a non-negotiable for you.
No, I agree. Go to wellness ritual in under 10 minutes.
Oh, wellness ritual. God, I don't really do much, to be honest.
Any skincare routine you do at night? Do you like a red?
Oh, I've got the shark
you've
mask,
got one of
cryo
those.
mask. Yeah, unreal. So good.
Is it?
Yeah.
And cryo, is it just cold?
No, it's got loads of different settings. There's like anti-blemish setting, and then there's an anti-aging setting, and all the things. And like they launched it in like March in Dubai. But I wanted it for so long. I asked for it for my birthday in February, and Ben was like, yeah, I'll get it for you. Had to get it delivered to the UK because they didn't have it here yet. And then I got my mum we went back to the UK in March. I got it sent to my mum's house, brought it back to Dubai, and then they were like, oh yeah, we're launching the shark mask. Yeah, I was like, damn.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that's unreal. Like, that mask is really good.
The cold
The
setting
red.
I actually also really like.
And they do like eye cryo patch as well, like in the mask. So it like, you know, if you're really puffy in the morning, you put your ice mask on there.
I love this. Hello. Yes, please.
Sorry, I'm gonna cost you lots of money.
You are. What is the single most powerful thing that's helped you either in your family life or your business life?
Just changing my mindset on like personal development, but not only me, but for Ben as well. Both of us, like Ben's basically personal development leadership coach. Like that's what he does. He actually introduced it to me, but it's changed my life, and it's changed how I see and view the world and how I parent my kids. But continuously do it. So don't just go in a phase of like, yeah, I'm gonna read a personal development book. No, like it has to be a daily thing where you're programming yourself to be better. So yeah, that's changed my life basically. Yeah.
And Poppy, for anyone who wants to reach out, say hi, follow you, where can they find you?
So I'm the Poppy Owen on Instagram, the Poppy Owen on TikTok, and Poppy Owen on YouTube.
I'll link this all in the show notes, everyone. Poppy, it's been such a pleasure having you on Mother Tongue. Thank you so much for your time today.
No, thank you. I loved it. Thank you so much. So